Hello. We are here with a game about digging a hole. I know I have the Deep Rock Galactic background. I felt it was appropriate, and I couldn't find the background for this game. So, we are here to dig a hole. And the thing that I find really funny about this game is if you leave boys unattended on a beach, they will eventually start digging a hole. So let's just jump right in. Super Mega Digger 3000 Ultimate 2.0 and Detector Set. Explodes when battery gets empty. Alright. Okay. Okay. So I have played not I haven't played this game before, but I have seen a full playthrough of it. But I wanted to play it myself. And I was planning on scheduling this already. But after the stressful few days I've had, I need this. I just need to dig a hole. Dig a hole. Dig a hole. So we're gonna rock and stone this bitch. Give me that. Chat, if you were told that if you bought this house, you could have treasure in your backyard, would you buy it? The house is only $10,000. I mean, fuck, I'd buy it if it was just $10,000 just to have a house that I bought for $10,000. Cares about the damn treasure. In this economy? Okay, fine. Oh yeah, that's much better. Ooh, coal. Okay, more digging. I only have 3 items. Okay, should be able to carry a little more into this time. Iron. So I know everybody has played this already, but I haven't, and I wanted to. So most people have probably already seen this. Alright, the very next thing I need to get is that jetpack, because I'm at the point where I'm going to start needing it. Eh, almost got stuck in there. Alright. Oh, that's a low-flying plane. Alright, I should be able to go a little further in the hole now. Oh, that's why I couldn't jump before. I was pressing the wrong button. I don't know the lyrics. All I know is I am a dwarf and I am digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I'm getting close to affording another upgrade. Already?
Rockin' stone, brother.
Rockin' stone, brother. Yeah, let me get you some video. Excuse me. Alright, there you go. Hmm. Do I want the shovel first? Like the shovel upgrade or that inventory upgrade? I'm gonna get the shovel upgrade first.
I forgot to plug in my headphones for Warframe. Whoops.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing next week for stream. Because, yeah, we got, Bex that we gotta finish. I'll hopefully be done with, Vagrant Story by next week. One day is gonna be Risk of Rain 2. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for the other 2 days.
Yeah, you'll definitely have Thursday free because Vagrant Story is not going to take you long.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the other 2 days, and then I have 3 days of the last week of April where I won't be in Metroid Mania. Because there's last week of April is gonna be 3 days of April. And then the last 2 days of the weekdays is gonna be Castlevania stuff. So
Okay, I just noticed somehow my mic is actually picking up my fucking controller.
if it's close enough, it's going to.
It's the thing, it's not.
You know, I have a lot of games in my library. I'll just look and see what I can scrounge up. Could probably do another arcade archive stream or something. Or maybe a different focus on different arcade games. Because I could do a Sega arcade stream.
Could do more 2 Point Museum as well, if you just want to have like chill streams.
I could. Well, I'm at the point at 2 Point Museum where it starts being a little less chill because I have to actually worry about security now.
Oh, yeah.
So, I can still stream it. I haven't played it in a while and I've been wanting to go back anyways. I have options. Also, I'm probably going to go non-verbal several times tonight while I'm playing this.
It's one of those games where you can just completely zone out while
Oh,
playing.
Power Wash Sim! I could stream that. Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, it is one of those games where you can just zone out and go non-verbal. Hey, Felix. Is my grandpa telling me still owes me money? Huh?
Oh,
Oh, come on in. Yeah, I have had a stressful... Oop. I have had a stressful few days, so I kind of needed this. This game's super chill. Yeah. It's got a money bag full of $20. So, Chad, are there any songs you've been obsessed with lately? Despite not being a country fan, I have become obsessed with Johnny Cash's Hurt, which I think was one of the last songs he made before he died. It is such a gut-wrenching version of the song. And I listened to both versions of the original Nine Inch Nails version. Because there's two versions. There's the quiet version and the regular version. The regular version has intentional distortion for the music, whereas the quiet version doesn't. I actually
still
prefer
can't
the
believe
quiet.
that's a Nine Inch Nails song.
Huh?
I still can't believe that's a Nine Inch Nails song.
From what I understand, it was a song that he wrote early on in his career, when he was still young and wasn't sure about what his life was going to be and if he was going down the right path. Which is kind of interesting because Johnny Cash's cover, no, wait till I have a little bit more money, is a man at the end of his life regretting his choices and wishing he could go back to when he was younger. Same lyrics, but completely different motivations for the song. Or meanings. That doesn't mean. And the lyrics are the same across both versions. Thank you, Elizabeth. I keep forgetting I have that as a redeem. Whenever he uses it. There's one line difference between them. There's one part in the Nine Inch Nails version where he says something about wearing a crown of shit. In the Johnny Cash version, he changed it to a crown of thorns. Probably because Cash didn't want to say shit. Also has a biblical meaning because the crown of thorns is what they put on Jesus' head when he was crucified. As a form of mocking him. Feeling alright today? Things are looking up. I'm back on my old drivers. So, unfortunately, I have to delay going to the newer NVIDIA drivers. I don't know if there's more I need to do or what, but it's just not working out with the newer ones. And I am overall less stressed than yesterday. And as far as my friend is concerned, that I mentioned was or had an emergency, she is doing better, but is still not out of the woods. And she's finally made a public statement about what happened. So, it's her story, though. I'm not going to talk about it. But I hope things go better for her. The only thing I'll say about her identity is she has been on stream with me before. So, I'll let you figure it out from there. But again, it's her story to tell, not mine. So, don't ask me for details. Chat, is this an Empire of Dirt, just like the hit 2002 Johnny Cash song, Hurt? Or was it 2003? I think it was 2002, because I think he died in 2003. I have enough to get the inventory upgrade. Kind of. Just barely. I'm gonna wait until the next batch. So this game does have an ending. It is not endless. And it's not a very long game. So I'll play it to completion. And then probably get a couple of the achievements afterwards, because I don't think you can get achievements until you finish the game. Yeah, oh, ow. I've seen Kohai's playthrough as well. So I do know the ending. I still wanted to play it, though. Because I thought it would make for a good stream. Well, it might not have been Kohai's stream where I saw the ending. Because I watched multiple people play it. It wasn't just Kohai. Maybe I didn't see Kohai's, or Kohai finish the game. Some stuff loading in the distance. I know I saw someone finish it, and I thought it was Kohai. Remember, guys, if you're playing Minecraft, dig straight down. Nothing bad will happen if you dig straight down.
I believed one of my friends when they told me that.
Did you eat shit because of it?
If the shit is lava, then yes.
I'm
It's
not
even
sure.
more dangerous now because of the changes to how the caves spawn in.
You have a bucket of water, you'll be fine. Ko lost his mind trying to figure out certain endgame stuff. Yeah, it sounds like Kohai. I'm sad. Kohai's away on a trip, so... Ooh, copper. Kohai's away on a trip, so he won't be streaming for a few days. Or for the rest of the week, actually. He won't be back until next Monday. And usually the highlight of my evenings is Kohai's streams. I was joking with his other mods that while he's away, I'm just going to stare longingly at my PC until he gets back. Maybe I will play Power Wash Sim next week. Let's see if I can find someone to play it with me. Because it has a co-op mode.
I forgot I had multiplayer.
Yep. Alright. Now to safely go back down to that cavern.
Just jump straight down. It'll be fine.
Alright. We got dynamite, we got lamps. I noticed my shovel has changed shape.
Yep, as you upgrade it, it changes. In 12 hours, I'll have Seto Prime in Warframe. A ha-ha funny shotgun.
The ha-ha. The hee-hee-hoo-hoo.
To quote Redclaw, I appreciate the hee-hee-hoo-hoo.
You dare quote another streamer in my stream?
Yes.
Oh. Got a few extra lamps. Try no more room in hell too this weekend since it's gonna be free to try this weekend. Ooh. Yeah, I played the original No More Room in Hell, which was a free-to-play game. And I couldn't get into it.
So I've heard of it before, but I actually know jack shit about it.
It started out as a source mod that was kind of like Left 4 Dead 2, but more realistic.
Ah.
It's also one of the few zombie games to feature child zombies.
Really?
Yep. Most zombie media and games like to shy away from that.
That's actually kind of surprising that they actually depict that.
Yep. At least killable ones. Most of the time it's usually story related, like Resident Evil 2 or Dead Island. The only other one is Days Gone. Yeah, where they're not even called zombies, they're called freakers.
Why the hell would they call them that? Why not just call them zombies or infected?
Oh, a key. Because they don't say they're kids until later, so they're freaky and technically not undead, so infected could work. More in line with I Am Legend. I have never seen I Am Legend.
Wasn't I Am Legend based on a novel as well?
Yes.
Wonder how accurate it is to the book.
All I know about it is a Will Smith movie, and there's a dog. Pretty good until the last act. Of course, we got the worst ending for theater.
Oof.
Gold.
We're rich.
We're rich. We're rich. We're rich.
Certain things just activate deep rock players. Wait, there's gonna be a sequel? What the fuck? Ah, rumored. Okay.
We never get to see the inside of the rest of the house. Speaking of Deep Rock Electrics, I was trying to find the cassette on Satisfactory. Oh, also the fucking RuneScape survival crafting game is out now on Steam. Okay, so I think... I know what that up-down thing is pointing to. Ooh! I will take that and put it in my pocket. It's the same publisher, and they include cassettes of their other games you can play. Something like Deep Rock Galactic, you can't buy from the coupon shop and have to find it in the world. Cassettes of other games. What do the cassettes do? Are they like little mini games, or are they soundtracks? Oh, that hurts. I need some more dynamite. Satisfactory, you can't buy, or can buy a jukebox that can carry... Ah, jukebox, okay. For some reason I thought jukeboxes couldn't play cassettes. I suppose you could probably make a jukebox that plays cassettes. You sure you don't mean boombox? I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. Boombox, okay, yeah. Yeah, boomboxes can play cassettes. Some can. Some play CDs. I've always wanted a boombox for my room. What I wanted was one that could connect to like an iPod or something. Or a phone. So I could get that boombox audio, but from one of my MP3 players. And I know there were boomboxes back in the day that let you play an iPod on them. Alright. That ate up a lot of money. But we're good. Now. Let me get back in my hole. Ouch. I'm surprised he didn't say it's in the hole.
It's in the hole. I was scrolling through stuff in Warframe trying to look for an armor piece. Wasn't exactly paying attention to anything else.
I'm not sure what this is pointing me towards. But whatever it is directly in front of me. Or ahead of me. Okay. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. I keep breaking ore.
Have you tried maybe not?
Shut the fuck up.
No.
It's been hard now since people have phones now. Listen, I just want old players, man. I just like them. Good. Good shit. I have a Walkman, or a Walkman, that kind of works. I can listen to music on it. It doesn't recognize my laptop as a device that can play music, that can add music to it. Ow. That wasn't that big of a drop. What's wrong with you? So usually I just wind up using my phone anyways. I probably still have an iPod around here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure the battery's dead. I think we have a CD player that can play mini discs in the basement, but I don't know where it is. Ooh, stuff. Owies.
I've just discovered a Sandana in Warframe that is a cape, but the way it's attached to the frame is rather than being attached by any clips that go over the shoulders, the cape is stuck to the frame by two swords that are stabbed into the frame's back. What the fuck?
Okay, then.
I mean, perfect for Clairvo, I guess. Dude's already got what, like 15 daggers stuck in him?
I'm gonna make a lot of money when I get back up there. I'm gonna... I should keep digging. Never mind.
Diggy diggy hole.
Those Witcher knees. Yeah, fucking Geralt of Rivia dies after a 2-foot drop.
I both love and hate that. Because it's fucking hilarious, but it's god-awful annoying.
If Death Battle ever puts Geralt of Rivia in it, they should include that.
They absolutely must.
Well, we got a drill now. This is no longer a shovel. That's not what I meant to place.
I have officially turned my Clairvo into a pincushion.
That didn't work out.
What did you do?
Alright. So next time I'm here... whatever I need to do is definitely over that way. I need to throw dynamite into that. There we go. That should be more than I'll ever need. You'd think that, but I will definitely find a way to need more. Stretch, hydrate, you too, Zeno. Alright, I'll bug him when he gets back. I think he's a Marine Bandit. Oh! Oh. Okay. Oh, really good, too. I didn't even do it properly. I kind of half-assed that. Oh, hi. That's not what I'm looking for, though. No, there was another spot I was in. There it was. Like I said, I will find a way to need more. Oh. This is out of dynamite. I'll just continue going down. Ow! Ugh, excuse me. Uh oh.
So I just went to cover up Bandit, and Bird goes under his cover, and then just stops and stares at his feet for a solid, like, 5 seconds.
He has to check to make sure they're still there. That is something cockatiels do.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Sometimes I wish I could understand what is going through a bird's mind, and other times I do not want to know.
Birds are strange. I love them. It's probably just a treasure chest that has some unnecessary items in it, so I'm just gonna Continue digging straight down. Something I can. There's a lot of lava rocks in the way.
Just eat them.
No, I'm not a kobold.
Are you sure about that?
I will punch you. I know where you are. I will punch you. I might need dynamite. I managed to waste a bunch of dynamite trying to hit a block or a lava rock that was in my way.
Nice.
I need dynamite. So the last upgrade for everything is 1,500. So that's how much it costs. Alright. Let's see if I can somehow screw this up. Spike, finds a way. Nope. Oh, kind of. I missed some of it, but I only missed the ones on the side. And the rocks that go ting, ting, ting when you try to dig through them, those ones can be broken with dynamite. It's the brown rocks and the lava rocks. The white rocks can't. I learned you can break the lights.
Oh shit, you can?
Yep. If you try to dig them, you'll just break them.
I'm assuming you don't get them back.
No.
They just break.
They just break.
Wonderful.
So I know there is treasure down here. I mean, that's the whole reason why we're digging. I just don't remember how far down it is. I wonder if it's 100 meters. We're getting pretty close to that. We're at 7, or we're actually at almost 80. Oh, come on. A lot of good stuff here, but my inventory's full. Oh! Holy shit. That was not that big of a drop. We really do have Geralt legs. Or Witcher knees. I like that term, and I want to add that to my vocabulary. Witcher knees. It's like...
I'm gonna have to remember that.
I did play The Witcher 3. I didn't finish it. I did finish The Witcher 2, though. And yeah, I remember... Ow. One of my big problems with The Witcher 3 is that if Geralt falls a 2-foot drop, his legs just shatter and he dies instantly. Which is really weird, because, like, in Skyrim, you can survive pretty high drops. And Skyrim is obviously, like, the biggest comparison you would make to The Witcher 3. Even though they're not really the same kind of game. Well, I mean, they're pretty close, but not that close. That lamp will just set on the molten rock, it's fine. So I was just thinking to myself that it would be cool if this concept was fleshed out into a full game with like more stuff to it. And then I realized that's Minecraft. What I'm asking for is Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow. The treasure. We found it. It's a company run by moles. Okay, so that cutscene was just slightly desynced, I guess. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Sorry, my heart skipped a beat there. I saw the fucking hammering wasn't synced, and it made me nervous. We're good. I was like, after some months of doing that, I don't want to go back. Please, I want to keep this laptop. God, anytime there's an audio desync in a game, my heart's just going to skip a beat from now on. Okay. So we're going to hit new game and do achievement mode. Because you can't earn achievements aside from finding the treasure until you're in new game. Basically new game plus. Except you don't actually keep anything. Let's see. Long fall. Fall for 4 seconds. Wasted. Shoveled. Boom. Stonemason. Time. Special ore. And moneymaker. Okay. So, I'm going to move on. But I will probably do this off stream. Some of this achievement stuff. But we're going to find another game. But that was enjoyable. That was a nice little chill game up until the end. I'm going to go to the intermission real quick, and that'll mean I'll deafen while I find another game. So, be back momentarily. I'm just gonna play Sonic Racing Transformed with AI for like the next however long it takes me to do all the cups. We're just gonna do that to finish out stream. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I've been having some issues with it lately.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. Select career.
God, the fucking
Career mode. GP. Select a Dragon Cup.
slightly off-sync cutscene just made me so fucking scared for a moment there.
Nice.
So jumpy about that. So chat, who here is looking forward to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? Supposedly, it'll feature characters and worlds from across Sega's IPs rather than just Sonic, which essentially makes it Sonic and All-Stars Racing 3. But we haven't gotten any confirmation on what else will be in the game aside from Sonic. Honestly, I would much rather than just make a Sonic and All-Stars Racing 3.
Super.
And give us like Yakuza characters, because I want to play as Kid. That would be really funny. More likely they'd give us Ichiban. And maybe a younger Kiryu.
What carts or vehicles do you think Yakuza characters would have?
Oh, it would definitely be some kind of sports car.
Great combo.
I mean,
They
gotta
could do
drive
some
it.
unhinged shit for Majima.
Give him a fucking tank. No one will notice the difference.
Yeah.
I need art of Majima in a tank, waving a basketball around, saying, "Bring me closer so I can hit them with my basket." Did I say basketball? I meant baseball bat. Yeah, so I can hit them with my baseball bat. That's what we need. I know it's like an ancient meme.
I actually don't know what meme you're referencing.
So the original, the version that I saw was Twilight Sparkle in a tank. There's probably an older version of it, because I know Val referenced it during their Halo streams. That was when he was riding on a Warthog and got hit by another car.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, I definitely want to do another Halo co-op playthrough. Maybe with the same people, maybe getting different people for 3 onwards. But I would love to play through Halo again. Maybe I'll read the books. I know the books are supposed to be pretty good.
Results.
So the 2 characters that I would want to see in a new Sonic Racing game is someone from Yakuza, most likely Kiryu or Ichiban, or both. And someone from the 2 Point series, maybe one of the advisors. Because I know the 2 Point series isn't like massive, but it's one of Sega's best modern IPs. And if they're gonna fucking put Football Manager...
3, 2, 1.
If they're gonna fucking put Football Manager in the game, they can at least put someone from 2 Point. This one track tanks the frame rate.
Super pickup. Transform boost. Great combo.
There's something in my eye. Also, let me actually mark down that I finished a game about digging a hole. Alright.
Double flip. Blowfish. Double blow. Great combo. Transform boost.
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite racing games. It's
Transform boost.
it's the closest any of them have come to feeling like Mario Kart.
Transform
Oh,
boost.
there's stuff in my eye again. Let me rephrase it. It's the closest any have come to feeling as good as Mario Kart. Because Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is also really good. It's kind of let down by the fucking live service bullshit that it has. But it's at least fundamentally a good racing game.
Transform boost. Awesome combo. Super pickup. Double flip. Transform boost. Great combo.
This is something that I like to play in my Steam Deck
Great combo.
when I'm just trying to chill. This is one of the games that I usually end up playing.
Outstanding. First place. Results.
Yeah, I'm not even going to complain that I keep yawning. I have had stressful past few days. I should be allowed to yawn as much as I want. We're almost at 1380.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Ice. Transform boost. Love. Double flip. Great combo. Neat. Love. Firework. Long shot. Nice. Transform boost.
I don't have much commentary right now, I'm just kind of zoning out.
H. Drone.
I am looking forward to my weekend. I'm just gonna chill. I would like to finally play Yakuza at some point this week, because I've been wanting to play it all week and I haven't even had a chance to.
Great combo. Transform boost. Football manager has gone all-star. Ooh la la has gone all-star. Scott failed.
What are you firing at? I'm in front. Nobody's in front of you. Zeno, how close are you getting? How close are you to getting a temple?
Great combo.
I just need their main blueprint, I think, and then I'm done.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't played with them yet. I finally have them. I still need
Right now I'm trying to work on getting Corvex.
Oh, since he found out that he's not as hard to get.
But since I've remembered that he's not all that difficult to get.
Finish.
Yeah, because I could have sworn we thought that you told me, or I read that he was part of the alchemy game, but no, he's just from the bounties.
Results.
And I think the bounties are identical to the regular missions.
Yep. You just have some like extra parameter that you need to complete. Like one of them was destroy 60 containers,
Oh,
which That's hilariously easy.
And if I had known, I would have been doing the bounties that whole time.
Get ready.
Can you just spam the same one over and over again?
2,
Yeah.
1, go.
Yeah. So yeah, then I'll probably do that for the Necrocoils, because I still need 130 to make Temple's weapon. And once I do that,
Okay.
then all I have left to make is the Goth, and then I'll have every frame in the game in some form.
Yeah, I actually remembered recently that I don't have Citrine, so I still need to get Citrine at some point.
A bunch of frames I got by buying them on Switch, and I don't want to buy stuff that I can earn for free anymore. I want to actually put in the effort to get it when it's feasible. I'm kind of glad I bought Grendel.
Citrine is a bit of a pain in the ass to farm.
How do you get her?
It's not much of a pain in the ass as Grendel is.
Isn't Grendel arbitrations?
You have to do arbitrations to get an item that opens up a node that I think has a chance at getting you one of the parts of Grendel.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they recently changed how getting Grendel works, though. Citrine is just from the mirror defense on Mars.
So, when I started playing Warframe, Mask of the Revenant was the most recent update. So when I started playing, Revenant was the newest frame. Because that's when Warframe came to Switch. And then like a month or two after that was the Fortuna update. So, basically, I bought most of the frames in the game, aside from the ones that you earn from bosses. Starting with Wisp. And basically everyone newer than Wisp, I just bought when they came out. I would just wait for a coupon for the market, and then I would spend money on Platinum to buy the frame. And I don't do that anymore. In more recent... So, the last frame that I think I bought was added with Duviri.
Vice has gone all-star.
Which is probably Clairvo.
No, it's whoever you fight, you have to fight in Duviri in order to get a part from them or something.
Yeah, that's Clairvo.
Okay, yeah, so the last frame that I bought was Clairvo.
Yeah,
So-
I tried to farm him out and gave up, so I just bought him instead.
Yeah, I don't think I bought any frames since then, because I haven't bought the Goth or Corvex, and I didn't buy Dante. I actually have Dante now, and I I played the game myself instead of buying things in order to get Kome and now Temple. And Cyto 9.
Long shot.
And in more recent updates, the frames that require a lot of like random or RNG, you can get much easier because rather than just farming for the parts, you can also farm for the currency in order to just buy the parts with in-game currency. You don't need to spend any money.
Second place.
One of the nice things about Reb taking over.
Yep.
Oh, one thing of it.
It's
Have you
been
gotten into
really
that?
good about having the pity systems recently.
Yeah. Have you gotten into that new salsa yet?
No, actually, I have not.
I'm going to consider getting into it before I eat it all. It's good until the 25th.
Okay, well, let me correct that. I did get into it a little bit because I put some of it on the tamales when we first got the tamales.
Ooh. Yeah, I forget how to pronounce it, but it's a kind of salsa I'm not used to.
Taqueria.
Taqueria. Yeah, it's a lot spicier than we expected, and it was that we bought it because there was a sample at the store. And I remember I tried it, and I told Zeno, "You have to try this." And then my dad tried it, and so did Zeno, and we all went, "Ooh."
And I just grabbed the container of salsa and put it in the fucking cart.
Choose your difficulty. A class.
Yeah, I've never had that kind of salsa before.
Character select. Nice. Standard.
Yeah, smoother salsas like that one are what I prefer.
I prefer chunkier salsas, but I'll eat smooth salsas.
Get ready. 3, 2,
And I do like the spicier salsas, but I can only have so much of them before my body starts starting to fit.
Drink the salsa.
Like, I have had salsa so spicy it actually gave me a stomachache before. That was that goddamn serrano pepper salsa that we used to get from Pepper Palace. Oh yeah, Dennis is back in town, so we can start playing out. Let's check out the downtown. I almost said outside, which would have been a lot funnier.
That would have.
Yeah. I want to go back to that ramen place.
blowfish.
So we just have to figure out what his schedule is. He did mention that he had vacation days that he was using up for his trip recently, so I don't know how many days off he has for the rest of the month. But I'm basically good to go whenever. I just would like to enjoy my weekend this week, so probably after Sunday.
Transform boost.
And we wouldn't want to go out Sunday anyways because it's Easter.
Oh shit, that's alright.
Yep. To be clear, we don't celebrate Easter for obvious reasons, but might be a problem for everyone else because I don't think shops would be open, or as many, since I think Easter is a federal holiday.
Double flip. Twister. Air shot.
This is fun. Yay!
Transform boost. Great combo. Whoa. Galahad's got all-star. Double flip. Transform boost.
Oh my god, I need so many Argon crystals and lanterns. What the fuck?
Are you trying to get again?
Corvex.
Oh. I didn't even get the lanterns.
Random, I believe, container drops in the Zeraman and the labs. And then you can also get them from the Gruzzler enemy in the
The
labs.
Grungler.
Yeah, the Grungler. But Corvex needs 4 Argon crystals and 7 lanterns.
Good God.
Diggy has got all-star.
I just had a meme enter my head of Grendel pushing a button and saying 500 Argon crystals and just eating all of them.
Outstanding. First place.
Yeah, that sounds like Grendel, alright.
Results.
What if his name was Grundle? Ow. Hi, Rain. Oh dear, no shrimping. Oh yeah, Zeno, with the stretch and hydrate earlier, I was going to get after you to stretch and hydrate, but Rain is apparently taking care of me right now, so you get to stretch and hydrate again. From now on, when people redeem stretch and hydrate, and I guess no shrimping, yeah, people are in a call with me. I'm gonna make them do all that. Ugh. Sina, did you mute because you're breaking your back?
My back sounded like a glow stick.
Get ready.
I remember that one time Nula
2,
redeemed Stretch, and I stretched and my chest cracked. And they just said snap in all caps in chat.
I'm still amazed that the mic actually fucking picked that up.
Anyways, hi Rain. I'm supposed to not be shrinking.
boost.
The noise is apparently actually like bubbles popping. Yeah. There used to be a belief that if you cracked your knuckles, it would damage your hands, but as far as I know, there's no such issue with that. I remember my sister telling me that when I was younger.
So you can damage your joints when you try to pop them, but the chances of that happening are so low, because in order to do that, you have to basically like force the joint to go further than the joint will actually go. So your body will stop you before then.
Ice. Invaded swarm.
This is fun.
Firework. Dr. Eggman has gone all-star. Transform boost.
It's almost impossible to fire the fireworks behind you
Finish.
I can
while
get
you're
all
flying.
the way now.
You did it. First place. Results.
I'm very tired.
F.
Ugh, case in point. I yawned. You just need to have a macro of that.
Now we're at 1380.
2, 1, go.
Almost at 1400.
So there is a macro for it. It's called hitting up on the D-pad. Or, not D-pad, arrow keys. Fuck.
Lamau.
Because hitting up or down on the arrow keys lets you cycle through your previous messages in chat.
Great combo. Combo.
This is fun.
Double flip.
One day I'd like to visit Japan.
God damn, that was a strong one.
Yep, I had to unhinge my jaw for that one. But, I want to visit Japan, and I don't want to go there for the anime. I don't want to go there for the manga. I don't want to go there for the mecha, or the waifus, or the video games, or whatever. I'm going to go to Japan so I can find a, dinky, filthy little ramen shop tucked in an alley somewhere and have life-altering ramen. Because you know that this, like, dinky little filthy ramen shop that has been open since the 60s or older or something is going to have the best damn ramen you've ever had in your life. The owner's been doing it all his life. He's training someone else who's going to be doing it all their life. You just know it's going to be the best thing you've ever had. Okay, I probably wouldn't be that filthy, because I feel like in Japan they're a little more careful about that than in the US.
Yeah, restaurants in Japan tend to be very clean.
This is fun.
A lot of things in Japan tend to be very clean.
Yep. But I do know, like, in Chicago, there are two ways of telling how good a restaurant is. There's technically a third. The main way is, which is the technical third, is, if they have the Vienna beef logo. But if they aren't based around hot dogs or hamburgers or whatever,
I win.
there's two ways of telling. And this does go for the Vienna beef restaurants, too. The first way is if you are outside of downtown, how many cop cars and shitty pickup trucks are in the parking lot. And the way you tell if you are downtown is how many men in business suits are in the restaurant. And I guess women in business suits too. Because if you see a good number of either of those, that restaurant is worth going to. It's like the one thing cops are good for in Chicago is figuring out what restaurants are worth eating at.
Get ready.
So the producer of Skies of Arcadia died a few years ago, but she did live long enough to see this track. And when she was shown the track at the studio, she actually started crying.
Twister.
Because she never thought she'd get to see Skies of Arcadia in HD. And it, combined with the music, was just overwhelming for her, because she was very, very fond of Skies of Arcadia. And when I learned that, and I finally got around to playing Skies of Arcadia, I could see why. It's also just genuinely the best track in the game. But now that I've played Skies of Arcadia, I understand a lot of these references in the track. And dear God, that fortress is no longer a cool thing in the background.
That thing was a nightmare to fight.
I think I actually screwed up the fight and extended it.
I believe you did, yeah.
Yeah. Because in Skies of Arcadia, that big fortress with all the cannons on the side that's just floating in the sky, you have to fight that thing. It's not even the final boss. Because the coolest thing about Skies of Arcadia is the ship battles. Unfortunately, they're also the most time-consuming fights in the entire game. Because some of them are obnoxiously long. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. But they're still cool. That fortress up there. That is one of the hardest boss fights in the entire game. Because most of the ship battles are boss fights. Not all of them. There's a few that aren't. Because there are some black pirate ships, or whatever the opposite of the Blue Rogue is called, and some Valuan ships that you can get in fights with. Yeah, those are just regular enemies, essentially. Shout out to when I was flying over the Arctic region, and there was a thing flying around the map, and I was like, what is that? And I got close to it, and I'm like, what is this thing? And then my VMU started beeping, and I was like, oh, that's a thing! That's a thing! That's a thing! I panicked, did a full stop, and turned around.
Panic.
Well, I thought it was like a fucking Discovery or something. And then it started coming towards me. Funny thing about Skies of Arcadia, by the way, there's an entire spot on the map that is its own area that you never need to be in.
First place. Awesome.
Looperland. It is the one part of the map that has no story beats.
Results.
The only reason why you would go in there is to fight the giant looper legendary monster. Whatever they're called. Which is entirely optional, unless you're trying to 100% the game or get the highest Blue Rogue rank. Or whatever it's called for Vice. Because in order to get the highest rank for Vice, you have to, at least in the Dreamcast version, which is what I streamed, you have to beat all the monsters, open every treasure chest, and get every discovery, at least. There might be more to that. In the GameCube version, you also have to defeat all the win all the wanted battles, and the wanted battles aren't in the Dreamcast version. A couple of the fights that are in the Dreamcast version became wanted battles in the GameCube version. I think it's specifically the Bistro guy and then someone else. But aside from that, the wanted fights don't even exist in the Dreamcast version.
Character select Knights. Standard. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Firework. Ice.
love the noise the blowfish make.
It's a good noise. One of these days I'll play Knights. I have the PC version.
This is fun.
It's one of Sega's weirder games, and I think it was a Yuji Naka game. You know it's gonna be a fucking fever dream. Kind of funny, because Knights is another character who travels through dreams. I mean, the full title of the game is Knights in the Dreams. And then there was a Wii sequel titled Knight's Dream Journeys. Or Journey into Dreams. Something like that.
Wrist boost. Super pickup. Transform boost. Epic.
This is fun.
Super pickup. Wrist boost.
I don't even know how Knights plays, actually. 'Cause I have it on Steam, but I don't think I've ever installed it. From what I know, it does work on the Steam Deck, so maybe I'll stream that at some point. Ow.
Boost escape. Wrist boost. Transform boost. Double roll. Super pickup.
Yes.
Finish. Results.
Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out here and there, just kind of deep in thought. I've just had a stressful few days, and I keep saying that, but I have a lot to think about right now. And I wish I didn't. I wish I could stop thinking and just play games. But, it is what it is.
Get ready.
I'm mostly just tired of tech issues.
Go.
But I'm back on the old NVIDIA drivers, which I know work. So hopefully I don't have any more. But I keep, like... My brain is on a feedback loop of previous tech issues that I've had. And it's just upsetting me.
Long shot.
I'm trying just to not think about it, but then my mind goes to the other things that have happened recently, and it's not really any better.
Throw. Triple flip.
Fun.
Blowfish.
Yay.
shot. Aye, aye, he's got all-star. Nice. Transform boost.
Sonic, no. Yay!
All-star.
So for most of the other characters, you're playing as the driver of the car. Technically for Knights and Riala, you're playing as the car. Because Knights and Riala transform into the vehicles. And then for their all-star moves, they revert to their original forms. Now, I've never actually played Knights in the Dreams, like I said earlier, so I don't know who Riala is. I'm assuming they're the villain. I don't even know if they're genderless like Knights is. Alright, I'm going this way.
Boost.
Bandit hissed at me when I put his cover on.
He did. I burp go hiss.
Guess he didn't want me disturbing his sleep.
Or did you wake him up?
Possibly, I have no idea.
I was just telling Chad that kind of in a feedback loop of thinking of previous tech issues that I've had, and it's just upsetting me, so I'm trying to think about other things. I've got a lot on my mind right now. A lot of things that are giving me anxiety. Not a great time right now. This has just not been my year.
Results.
But as far as tech issues go, I don't think I'm going to have any issues with the laptop crashing because I'm back on the driver that I know works. But I'll just keep an extra eye out for the next few days. And if there's no issues, then I think I'm in the clear again.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, fine. Keep your secrets.
Jet set radio.
What?
I missed every single one of the boosts at the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep going until I finish all the cups, and then I'll maybe do the bonus track as well. And then we'll just end. These tracks are a bit longer than cups in Mario Kart, so it'll definitely take some time.
Great combo.
There's 5 cups in the base game, and then there's one extra track that's not in a cup. And then there's the mirror cups, and we're not gonna do mirror cups tonight. We just started the third race of the third cup, and it's already been about 40 minutes since I finished a game about digging a hole. And I am probably going to wind up 100% in that game. I'm just going to do it off stream. I don't know if I'm going to get the speedrun achievement. But I'm going to do it off stream because that'll be nice and cozy as a handheld game.
Boost.
But that's probably going to be great in handheld.
Excuse me.
Recovery.
Got it.
Knuckles has got all-star.
I do think the idea of it could be turned into a longer game, that it could be endless,
Great combo.
but it's really just Minecraft. I yearn for the mines.
It's fun.
Great combo. Awesome combo.
Every attempt recently I've made at playing Minecraft, I end up turning off the game after a few minutes.
The only times I go back to it is for creative mode.
It really feels like I like the idea of Minecraft more than I like playing Minecraft. Minecraft spawned so many better games, in my opinion.
Long shot.
Like, Minecraft is why we have Terraria, Don't Starve. You could even argue it's why we have crafting mechanics in so many other games now.
You're on top of it, right? Don't let me down.
That and Skyrim, I think, are the two main reasons. Hey, Glitch. Doesn't to boot it up, I mean, when we go blank page paralysis. I just get bored. Like, I haven't been able to play Minecraft in years. And I've tried. I have honestly tried to enjoy Minecraft in recent years, and I just can't do it. The last time I was obsessed with Minecraft was when it came to Switch. And I stopped playing it once the Bedrock Edition was out. I have played and bounced off several other games like Minecraft, like Terraria and Don't Starve Together. Yeah, Don't Starve, single player.
Finish.
Both of which I want to go back to.
Excellent. Second place. Results.
Because I happen to be pretty good at Don't Starve. I mean, I haven't really made it to winter very often, and I usually end up dying to dumb mistakes. But I do know how to play the game, and I do know a lot of things about the game. That's because I read the wiki. And Terraria, I was never, like, amazing at, but I had a lot of fun with it. But I played probably the smallest version of Terraria. I don't want to call it the worst version, because it is a fun version, but I played it on 3DS.
3, 2, 1.
And I have other
Terraria on
versions
3DS
of
is
it.
fantastic.
Yeah, it was actually really good. And I've played other versions of it, but not for as long as I played the 3DS version. Hi, Coco. Yes, in Sonic Racing Transform, Knights and Rayala are their vehicles. And at least for Knights, you have one of the Drain people, whatever they're called, driving the car. I guess in Knights into Dreams, Knights can transform. And so that's how they did it instead of giving Knights a car. Coco, are you going to get Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? It's not a Chow. It is someone from Knights. Or it is a character from Knights. But it's not a Chow. It looks like a Chow, and it might be what the Chows are based on. I know Yuji Naka worked on both games.
Yo, I'm the best.
Yeah, I really want to get Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It looks good. I feel a yawn coming. Every time I say I feel a yawn coming, I end up yawning immediately after. But Sonic Racing Cross Worlds looks good. I hope it's at least as good as this game, if not better. Because I didn't like the first Sonic Racing game, or Sonic Sega Superstars Racing. I thought it was pretty mid. And I never played Team Sonic Racing. Team Sonic Racing looks like it had pretty good tracks, but I wasn't really thrilled about the whole team mechanic. And playing that game online with friends is a nightmare, because the teams you get put on is based on who join and the order of people joining. It's really
I don't
stupid.
know why they thought that was a good idea.
Team Sonic Racing was disappointing. That's what I've heard. It had some really funny shorts that they released to promote the game, though.
Swarm.
It's what spawned the gif of Knuckles making a cute face because he's mocking Rouge, trying to get him out of his car.
Triple swarm hit.
Fun.
Want to get a technical limitation? It was the first.
Finish.
What was? Team Sonic Racing?
Congratulations. First place. Results.
I have a tendency to forget what I just said when people respond to me, so please understand that. I'm not sure what you're responding to. I genuinely have an issue where I will tell people things and then immediately forget what I said. I'm not listening to myself. My friend Dennis has been on stream a few times. Has made fun of me in high school because I would occasionally tell him the same piece of trivia multiple times because I would forget what I told him.
Select a cup. Arcade cup. Choose your difficulty.
No. I was talking about Sonic and Sega Superstar Racing, which was the prequel to this, to Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. Let's swap characters.
Fight. Acceleration.
I wasn't talking about Sonic R or Sonic Drift, which I don't know which one of them came first. I think it was Sonic Drift, but those were the first Sonic Racing games. Sonic Drift, Sonic Drift 2, Sonic R,
Get ready.
and then we wouldn't get another Sonic Racing game again, I think, until Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing on Xbox 360 and PS3. And then we got this game and Team Sonic Racing and Outcross Worlds. Wreck-It Ralph? Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph was in this, so was Danica Patrick. You can tell this game came out 2013. Or 2012. The only reason why I know this came out in 2012 was because it was a Wii U launch title.
Ice.
By the way, there's a 3DS version of this game and it's fucking abysmal. I actually owned it on 3DS at one point. It has a lot of glitches. Joe Musashi is silent. Completely and utterly silent. And the AI will always use a weapon the instant they get the item. And you can't fire fireworks behind you. Like, it is one of the worst ports I have ever seen. So, Glitch, have you never seen this game before? This game's kind of been forgotten, because it's been overshadowed by newer games. But it's probably the best kart racing game on Steam. The Steam version even has extra characters over the console versions. You ever seen gameplay of it? Okay. Yeah, I played this a lot back when it came out. And it was one of my favorite games to play on PC, and now it's one of my favorite games to play on Steam Deck. You bought this game for the Team Fortress character. Yeah, in the PC version, the Heavy, the Spy, and the Pyro are a combined character. The character swaps when the car transforms. Called Team Fortress. Before we do the last couple, I'll go through the cast so you can see the cast. It's a very 2012 cast, for the most part, because a lot of the IPs that are covered in this game, well, some of the IPs that are covered in this game hit their peak in 2012. Or at least were still relevant by that point. Had this game been made today, we definitely would have seen Giryu or Ichiban in it. I'm convinced that that would be the case. But there's a bunch of Sega characters, Danica Patrick and Wreck-It Ralph for some reason. No idea what the fuck they're doing in this. And then the PC version got an entire, like, 8 extra characters. All based on, Sega's PC franchises. And it's a really weird selection of PC characters, because aside from Team Fortress being a guest, you got, like, generic characters based on Total War Rome, Total War Shogun, Company of Heroes, and fucking Football Manager. And then there were 2 extra DLCs that were completely unique to PC. They never came out on console. One of them is fucking Simon from the RogueSpyke, which definitely dates the game. They haven't been relevant in years. And the other one is Ryo Hazuki. And the console versions were supposed to get the DLC, but the DLC took so long to make because they were having management issues or some kind of bureaucratic issues from Sega that most of the DLC got cancelled. So we only ever got RogueSpyke, which was a charity DLC, and then Ryo Hazuki, which is the winner of the DLC poll. We could have gotten Hatsune Miku, because Hatsune Miku was one of the other winners of the poll. Aside from Simon, we were supposed to get 3 DLC characters. One of them was Ryo Hazuki, who we did get. One of them was Hatsune Miku, and I forget who the third was. And the only DLC tracks that are in the game are the regular and mirror versions of Outrun Bay, which is based on Outrun.
2, 1, go!
It's a really good racing game. It's not quite as good as Mario Kart. I think the items in this game really suck, because they're just really boring items. But it's a really good racing game. And this game came out after Mario Kart 7, but the developers of this game had the idea for the sky and water segments before Nintendo showed it off in Mario Kart 7. And they were pissed that Nintendo beat them to the punch because they knew that everyone would think they copied Nintendo when that wasn't the case. They had no idea Nintendo was planning it. Wanted the game to have track DLC. I would have loved for this game to have gotten more DLC. I would love for Sega to re-release this game with the promised DLC that we never got, and then some extra stuff. Make it live service if you have to, just to like cover the costs of the extra DLC. I don't care. I just want this game on Switch, or Switch 2, or PS5. Give me a PS5 version. I don't care. I just want a more modern version of this. Because this is such a good idea for a racing game. A mascot racer that's a crossover. We don't see that often. And they just abandoned it for some reason. I mean, this was our most played Wii U game before Mario Kart 8 came out. Hate the items, you're gonna hate Team Sonic Racing. I don't hate the items, they're just definitely the weakest part about the game because the items are just boring. They could have done a lot more with the items. One of these days, if I can get it for cheap, I wouldn't mind trying Team Sonic Racing. Come to think of it, if I get PS Plus again, I think I have it on PS4, so I might just download that one day and try it. Because, I mean, I got it for free. I will be getting PS Plus again. Because now that we have a PS5, I actually have some incentive to have PS Plus. Also, I have Monster Hunter Wilds, and I know some people are going to want to play it with me. And as I continue to stream, I will be streaming PS5 games, some of which might be multiplayer.
Twister.
Take that!
Triple flip.
Whoa!
Ice.
Whoa!
Shadow has gone all-star. Evaded. Boost escape.
Gonna get some sleep. Okay, Coco, have a good night.
Transform boost.
Zeno, you've been quiet for a while.
Yeah, I've just been focusing on Warframe.
Are you framing?
Yes.
Whoa! No!
Transform boost.
Playing as Zaku while in the labs, so I'm trying not to get one shot. I'm doing the bounties, so the enemy levels are higher.
Oh, I thought they were the same level.
Need to cause trouble.
No, they're higher.
Superb driving. First place.
If you do like the level 5 bounty, the enemies are damn near level 100.
Results.
God.
And not all my builds are built for like high leveled enemies like that.
So, Glitch, I don't know if you're still here, but one of the tracks in this game is based on Burning Rangers for the Saturn, which is supposed to be one of the best games on the Saturn. I have never seen any gameplay of Burning Rangers. This was kind of a wild card pick, because I don't think Sega has acknowledged it much in any capacity.
Okay, be careful.
Sega released a lot of Saturn games that just never got referenced again. Stuff like Astal and Clockwork Knight. At least we got the Knight sequel. Shenmue was also supposed to be a Saturn game.
You're below the dolphin tank.
Hello, other Spike.
Hot rod.
What is up, my dude?
Great combo.
Yep, it's funny. When I was really big into Skyrim modding, I found a an Argonian-focused mod for Skyrim, and the guy who made the mod had a furry profile picture of a red Argonian, and their name was Spike, with a Y. Oh god, I'm hitting everything. Thanks for the speed boost, I guess? I've been snoozing all day. Oof. Yeah, I've had a stressful past few days. Tech issues. Friend had an emergency. Was dealing with some serious stuff involving my grandma's will, along with my grandma herself. Was just a pain to deal with. And more tech issues this morning, which I think I'm past.
The water level's really starting to rise.
Making hay is hard work. Not sure what that means, but I will agree with you. I just want to not have to think about things. I'm hoping I can get through tomorrow without any more tech issues. I think I have solved them because... Oh, animal hay. Okay. I didn't realize you were being literal. What do you do? Oh, that would make you have to make hay. If you don't mind me asking.
Congratulations! Third place! Results!
Oh, I know what hay is. I'm just confused what you mean by making hay, because I don't actually know how to make hay. I think I've seen videos of tractors rolling up hay when I was a kid, but it was a long time ago. I'm also, like, very tired and really out of it, so I may be stupid right now. The brain is off, and I'd like to keep it off for at least the next 30 minutes. I've thought enough today. It's time to stop thinking.
3, 2, 1, go! Blowfish!
So this is the Ages track. This is basically this game's Rainbow Road, and the song for it is based on the music for what is it called? Space Area. You gotta cut the hay and then spread the grass out and then take it and ball it in rectangles to feed the horses. Ah, okay. Well, you know what they say, hay is for horses. Uh-oh. Ow.
Boost!
You can beat me. Watch out.
Great boost!
Well. Fucking hate this part of the track. There is a point in the track where you can actually, if the person, if you are in first, you can actually, like, select if you want the air or water version of the track. And the AI almost always goes to the water version, so I always get stuck with the worst version. Unless I happen to stay in first, which I'm definitely not this time.
Twister! All-Star!
Ah, I see. Spike, do you work on a farm? Or at least work with farmland? 9 AM to 8 p.m. Holy shit. I think that would just kill me. Like, that would actually kill me. I am not cut out for that kind of work. Hey, that's cool. Can't say I know many people who work on a farm. Usually people who work on a farm and PCs in general don't mix. We got a little Easter egg here. That is Sega the Sanshiro riding the rocket from his last commercial. The fucking Sega Saturn commercial mascot in Japan. You know, the one who goes, Sega Saturn Shigo! That guy. I only learned about him because of Death Battle, and then I ended up watching every single one of his commercials and listening to the song. I was like, yeah, this is peak. Apparently there was a Sega concert several years after his last commercial where his actor crashed the concert and sang his own theme song. I didn't mean to select that. Well, you know, you'll have your first suit ahead and pause. Nice. Honestly, I don't think I'm cut out for fursuiting either, because I overheat easily. I overheat very easily. 150 left. Nice. That was the man. Me too when I'm adding fans. I have never heard of adding fans to a fursuit. That's kind of ingenious and funny. What's your persona, by the way? Like, what is it? Ranther. I like that. Glitch, are you still here? Glitch, if you're still here, can you key smash or say something? Just anything?
Character select.
Might be AFK. I was going to show them the full cast since I have this up. I guess I'll show it for anyone who hasn't seen it. We got the usuals, you know, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. I from Monkey Ball. Beat from Jet Set Radio. We got Amy. BD Joe from Crazy Taxi. Mimi from Monkey Ball. Willala from Space Channel 5. Classic Sega character Wreck-It Ralph from Disney's Wreck-It Ralph, who was in here because gestures vaguely. Amigo from Somebody Amigo, which recently got a new game in the past few years. Fucking Danica Patrick, who I have no idea why she's in this. I can at least understand Wreck-It Ralph, because he's at least based on a fake video game. But Danica Patrick? From the GoDaddy.com commercials? Why? Also got Shadow, who's in some weird tank thing that doesn't look like it should be able to turn all that well. We got Vice from Skies of Arcadia, which is partially what introduced me to Skies of Arcadia. Dr. Eggman. Knights from Nights in the Dreams, and Knights is the car instead of the driver. We got Gum, also from Jet Set Radio. Joe Musashi from Shinobi. Pudding from Ulala, from Space Channel 5, who sometimes says her own name when she gets hit. Oh, I wanted to show you the cast of characters in the game since you've never seen gameplay of it. I was just going through it. So you've got Wreck-It Ralph, We got BD Joe. We got Danica Patrick. Because I don't know why. I genuinely, truly do not understand why she is even in this game. Why she is anywhere near a Sega racing game. Because what most people know her for is being the GoDaddy.com mascot from around this time. There's also a better look at the Knight's car. It wiggles, it's kind of gross. Funny. And Joe Musashi from Shinobi as well. We also have Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe, and his vehicle is the different animals that he rides as part of the game's story. We got Rayala, who's also the car. I don't know what critter is riding them. We got this character, Ages, which looks like the car from Daytona USA, but when they're flying, they become the plane from Afterburner. And when they're on the water, they are a Dreamcast controller boat. The character, Ages, is a VMU. Metal Sonic, who was Day 1 DLC, because that was a thing that people used to do, and they still do, which is really annoying. Alex Kidd, who is listed after the DLC because you actually unlock him by waiting for a certain date to pass. I think it's Alex Kidd's first release date or something. And then we got the PC exclusive characters. We got this guy from Total War Shogun, who's just a generic Shogun. Because Total War Shogun 2 released around this time and was really popular on PC. We got Football Manager from Football Manager, who can't imagine there's much overlap between this game and that game. Team Fortress, which is actually the Pyro, the Heavy, and the Spy. Hilariously, not any of their voice actors from TF2. General Winter from Company of Heroes, who, funnily enough, is not actually from Company of Heroes. There is a chapter named General Winter, but there's no character in the game named General Winter. This guy from Total War Rome, who is also actually not from Total War Rome, he's just a generic named Roman soldier that they threw in this. Yogscast, which is actually Simon from the Yogscast, hilariously not voiced by Simon. He couldn't even bother to show up for a game that's representing him. This was a charity DLC. You can also tell how old this game is because the Yogscast haven't been relevant in a while. I think they're game developers now. I don't even know if they still make videos. And then the only promised DLC to actually release, you can't even see him, but it's Ryo Hazuki. All of his vehicles are arcade machines. Speaking of, I'm going to play as them.
Acceleration.
And then for the tracks, there's tracks based on Billy Hatcher. There was the Knights track from earlier. There's a bunch of Sonic tracks because, you know, they have to have a bunch of Sonic tracks. There's 2 Samba de Amigo tracks. There's an Afterburner track and there's a Panzer Dragoon one.
3, 2, 1, go!
And then the DLC is the Outrun track. So the funny thing about driving as Ryo Hazuki is he can't even see what's in front of him. He is getting around these tracks by sheer force of will. Man can't see a damn thing. I wonder, is that his original voice actor from Shenmue? So I've never played Shenmue for very long. My copy had some issues and I couldn't actually get it to run half the time. I have it on a Dreamcast. I do know that the game has some really stilted voice acting in English, and it's some of the funniest voice acting you'll ever see, or ever hear. And the dialogue doesn't really help it much. I know the game is supposed to be really endearing despite that, but there's just moments that stick out. And I think the one that sticks out the most is bit in the game when you're interrogating people about the guy who killed Rio's mentor or teacher or something. And he just asks someone and goes, "Do you know anything about Chinese people?" And the guy goes, "I think they speak Chinese." Do you know where I could find the sailors? The sequel doesn't really change anything in that regards. There's a video I used to watch, or that I watched when I was younger. It was long enough ago, I guess that makes sense. Of some of the worst voice acting lines in video games, and one of the lines is from Shenmue 2, where Rio says, "I didn't ask to get my picture taken," and then the guy who took his picture just yells, "What did you say? Your face was asking. That's why I took the photo." One day I'll play that video on stream. Probably after I have a model. At the very least, a PNG tuber.
Nice work.
Which we are getting close to. If I get picked next month, I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to get it, rather.
Results. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Fireworks.
So this is one of the Jet Set radio tracks. I think this one is based on the original game, and the other one is based on Future. So the funny thing is, I realized that by picking Rio in this cup, we're not actually going to see the different versions of the car. Because this cup only has round tracks. These are all tracks from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, which is the first Sega crossover racing game. Though, weirdly enough, the last track of this cup is a track based on one of Dr. Eggman's egg bases. It's called Egg Hanger, and I don't remember that track being in Sonic Racing. There was a period where Sega had a bunch of Sega Superstars games, where it was a bunch of Sega characters just in crossovers, and that's where this series comes from. One of them was a tennis game, which was kind of a Sega crossover version of their own Virtua Tennis. But they only did it for a couple games, and then they never did it again.
Julius has gone all-star. Great combo. Fireworks.
Speaking of Sega, I hope I finally get to actually play Yakuza tomorrow, because I've been wanting to play Yakuza since basically Sunday, and I don't think I've gotten to play it at all this week. Somehow, it's only Wednesday, and I already feel like a month has passed this week.
Survive Flippy. All-star.
Sorry, did I wake you up?
One day I'll play Shenmue. I'm probably just gonna get the HD remasters.
Results.
They were driving backwards for a while. Yeah, if you get hit by the tornado weapon, you turn around and your controls are reversed. They stay reversed until you hit something or something hits you, or a certain amount of time has passed. Like I was telling Coco, the power-ups in this game or the weapons in this game are kind of lame. The worst part about this game is the weapons
Get ready.
and items.
3,
They're just really boring and generic.
1, go.
I don't know why they didn't have like items from or inspired by like the different IPs.
Even if it was
These could've
just
been
Sonic.
that. Yeah.
Like, Sonic Colors was out by this point. They could have just used the Wisps. They could have even just made new Wisps.
Twister.
That would have been way more interesting than what they ended up with. So, you don't see levels like this in games aimed at kids anymore because there's a lot of laws now about gambling in kids' games. Which is probably why the classic Pokemon games aren't available on modern consoles because of those gambling laws. Because you can't have gambling in games aimed at children. Otherwise, it'll get banned from several countries. So, that's probably the main reason why the mainline Pokemon games haven't shown up on Switch Online. I feel like they would have been considered if it weren't for that. But the games would have to get re-rated if they came to Switch Online. And I don't think Nintendo wants to do that. They would have to get re-rated or significantly modified to remove the game corners. Unless they can get some kind of exception to have the games re-released without getting re-rated. I'm gonna be honest though, the game corner was always my least favorite part about Pokemon. Something Bellotro has gambling aesthetics. That's even dumber, because the game doesn't even have any gambling. Like, it's one thing to have gambling in games. I can understand that because that normalizes gambling, and gambling is technically a vice. I mean, not technically, it is a vice, and it's not a good thing. Gambling is a miserable way of entertaining yourself. I have seen videos of people, mostly old people, sitting at gambling machines, just pressing the damn buttons for hours on end, and they look fucking miserable. That is not a life you want to have. But poker is a game of skill. It is a game of deduction and misdirection. It is not purely gambling. I played poker with Zeno and our sister when we were kids. And we had a great time. Uh-oh. No shrimping. Zeno, you know what to do. Hydrate. Is there a third one? Huh? No stretch.
Results.
Streamers are really just Tamagotchis you have to care for.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, this actually took longer than I expected. We still have one track left. I will not have enough time to do the Outrun Bay. Unless we go late, and I would really rather not go late. I've seen the creator tweet that they should add actual gambling to get the Peggy rating down since EA's FIFA is fine. Yeah. Sorry, I had an itch. I need to play more Balatro. Balatro didn't quite hook me like it did everyone else. But I do really like it. I just haven't been playing it a lot. I don't really know what I'm doing in it. More recently, when I've tried playing Balatro, I've been going for flush builds. But, like, I hate it when people genuinely seem to think that Balatro is a gambling game. Because not only does it not have any gambling, their whole reason for even saying that is because it's based on poker. And poker, well, yes, you can gamble on it. You don't have to play with real money. You don't have to play for keeps. My siblings and I, we would just play with chips. Like the poker chips. Just give everyone a set amount and then just play with those. And it's fun. It's a fun game as long as you don't know your friends too well. The more you know the people you're playing with, the easier it gets. Because you start learning their tells. But yeah, FIFA, which is popular with some kids, does have actual loot boxes and gambling, and they get away with it. I've been getting away with it for a while, actually, and it's kind of shitty. And, it's actual gambling, but it's okay because it's a popular sports game that everybody plays. So the theory I heard behind Balatro's rating, which is fixed now, the service was so swamped that they didn't have enough resources to gauge on anything more than a cursory glance until a big enough stink was made that Peggy took another look. That wouldn't surprise me. Why wasn't Rio's theme playing?
Did the music just not trigger again?
For some of the tracks on this cup, Rio's music doesn't play.
What the fuck?
The game had some bugs that were never fixed. Of course, fucking General Winter's theme plays. The EU is in the process of getting a law passed that'll really clamp down on gambling in video games, including EA and Ubisoft. Good. So I am not a gambler. I hate gambling. I was in Vegas and was underage at the time, so I couldn't have actually gambled. But I did not understand. I do not understand the appeal of gambling. You are literally spending money for the sake of spending money in the chance that you might get something. Be it real money or in, like, say, gacha games. A JPEG of a waifu with crunchy audio. Or something like that. I don't see the appeal. I don't like gacha. I don't like gambling. I don't like loot boxes. But the thing is, I have an actual reason for hating them, because companies that make slot machines,
Select
gacha games, any kind of loot boxes, anything like that, they aren't preying on people like Xeno. Xeno's smart. He's not going to waste his money on shit like that. They prey on people like me who have poor impulse control. People who see something they want and can't help it. They have to have it. They have to buy it. People who have a problem with spending money. Who have a problem with controlling themselves. Who have a problem with just wanting to keep hitting that dopamine button until they get something out of it. Or maybe they'll just keep hitting it anyways. Because casinos, gacha games, they don't become successful from regular people. They become successful from whales. People who spend absurd amounts of money on one thing. So I don't do that kind of stuff out of principle because I am the exact kind of person that they prey on. I used to have issues with spending money. I got over that because I got a reality check a few years ago. I'm in a much better position than I used to be. I still don't have a job outside of streaming, but I've got a lot of money saved up. I'm going to be spending a lot of it on the Switch too. That's a whole other story. But I am not in the financial issues that I had a couple of years ago.
Select a tour.
But I could be in a much worse spot if I was actually into stuff like gacha games or even TCGs. Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, but I don't bother buying booster packs. I don't collect the cards. I get the decks I want, and then I just buy the individual cards. Well, Xeno does. He kind of does it for me, because I don't know what I'm doing. But we are out of time, so that'll be it for stream. Thank you all for tuning in.
Select a tour.
Accident to the fact that the anticipation of a reward releases more dopamine than actually getting the reward. Pretty much. Before I go, and find us a raid target. If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. If you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. And if you want to get me something nice, I have a Throne.
Select a tour.
We are going to find a raid target. Who are we going to raid? Who's it gonna be? Let's see.
Select a tour.
Who haven't we raided in a while? Let's see.
Select a tour.
Well, Kashi is playing Blueprints, which might be a nice chill time. I know I could use it. So let's raid Kashi. Alright. So I'll be back tomorrow with Vagrant Story. That'll be the last stream of the week. And then I will post a new schedule on Monday. We will be doing Deep Rock Galactic in the Discord on Saturday. It is not an open lobby. We already have a group. But if you join the Discord, you'll be able to watch. Because I'll be streaming it in the Discord.
Rockin' Stone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for the low energy tonight. I've had a rough I've had a rough time. So, things are hopefully getting better. I would very much appreciate it if my laptop would stop crashing in the mornings. Do you have the Kobold mod for Deep Rock Galactic? I did, but I didn't like how it looked, so I stopped using it. unfortunate because it would have been really fun, but
Select a tour.
it was a hassle to get working, and I didn't like the models. It also limits what kind of hats you can wear. It's just regular dwarves. Alright. So, if you want to join in on the raid, our raid message is, as always, Dapper Dragon Raid.
Select a tour.
You can copy this raid message. You can use whatever emotes you want, as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.
See you.
Select a tour.